Yo, what's up guys, MrPantaloons here. Let's talk about shop efficiency in the new event in Arknights, the rerun of Grani's event. Now, we have two shops actually in this event. There's going to be the main shop, which is this one. It looks like this. So we have a Grani's token, which this is another question here. What happens if you've already maxed out your Grani? Is it still worth it to purchase these? Well, we'll talk about this later, but just to check out the shop for now. If you've played before and you have bought these furnitures here, you will get intelligence certificates instead, so they'll be converted into these certs that we can use to buy from the other shop, the additional shop. So that's basically the rerun shop. For players that have already played the event, they get a new shop that they can spend these new certificates. I think we got 200 in the mail, then we can buy these ones from here, and then there's also 150 more from a bounty, which gives in total 1865, and that is more than enough to clear the entire rerun store basically. Alright, so these are all the items from the main shop. I'm going to talk about this one first, and then we're going to take a look at the rerun store as well. So now we're going to take a look at a spreadsheet with the best items to buy from here, and we're going to go ahead from there. Right, so here we have a spreadsheet from Peter, and we can see that the most efficient thing to buy from the shop is the 5k stacks of LMD with 0.25 sanity per coin. And then the next item is going to be Acetone, followed by the battle records. And we have ore iron cluster, polymer preparation, skill books, sugar lumps, the furniture parts, the big RMAs, the Ori rock concentrations, polyester vanguard chips, devices, the green skill books. So this one, skill book 3, are the blue ones. And then finally we have Ori rock cubes and the infinite LMD. So these are the efficiencies. At the top is the best things to buy in order to have as much sanity per coin awarded. Now let's talk about Grani's tokens. Is it worth it to buy Grani's tokens if you've already maxed out your Grani? Now a thing to note is that the first token costs 2400, but then each additional tokens cost 600 more. So it goes up from 2400 to 3000, and you can actually see right here. So we have 2400, the first one, then it goes up to 3000, 3600, 4200, and finally the last one is going to be 4800. So is it worth buying these if you've already maxed out your Grani? So if for every Grani token that is additional, right, to the maxed Grani that you have, you can trade it in the shop or in the store for 5 gold certificates, and basically you need 180 for a 6-star, right? So you need 5 out of 180 is a small percentage. So is it worth it then? Well, thing is, if you don't mind buying 6 stars from the shop, then yes, it is worth it. It's actually, or you get a good return from your investment if you buy these tokens in order to use them to get gold certificates and buy 6 stars from the shop. So it is worth it. But if you don't want to purchase 6 stars from the shop, if you'd rather just do headhunting, then it is not worth to buy this. So that's the simple answer. Alright, so moving on, I think we talked about everything else in here. One last thing that we can talk about is random farming. What if you're farming or random? What should you prioritize in here? Well, obviously the headhunting permits, you'll want those. Grani's token, again, do you want to purchase 6 stars from the shop? Yes or no? That is your answer. Preparation saves rocks and devices. The big RMA saves rocks. The concentration obviously saves rocks. You can skip the sugar. And then I think that's about it. The LMD is always nice to have if you're farming or on them or not. And then you can get the devices here, cubes, and then more LMD, I guess. The Vanguard chips are nice, especially if you've pulled a Chiave from the headhunt. Alright, so now we have the intelligence certificate shop. This is what it looks like. We have Orundum, 20 stacks of 100. That's 2,000 Orundum in total, so about 3 pulls. We have Sugar Lumps, Battle Records, Skill Summaries, LMD, and then Kitten Polaroid. Now we do have the numbers for this. So first of all, here we can see how much it will cost. So the total cost is 1,825 to clear this shop, and a returning player, or rather players that have played the event in the past, can get up to 1,865. So it is enough to clear the entire shop. And any excess certificates, I'm assuming they will be saved for next reruns or for other reruns. And here we have another spreadsheet from Peter. We have sanity per cert for each of these items. So the Kitten Colloid and the Sugar Lumps are the most valuable in the shop, and then the LMD, the skill books, the battle records, not so much. And of course the Orundum is over 9,000 but I don't know, I always buy the Orundum, and then yeah, that's just the thing I do. Alright, so if there's anything you should buy from the shop here, is the T4 materials for sure. Look at the sanity per certificate here. It's like 3 times, more than 3 times than LMD and skill books. I think if you buy the Orundum, the LMD, and then the T4s, I think you're good. And if you're here just to farm Orundum, you know, hey man, I don't need any of these materials. What should I buy if I'm just I'm looking for more pulls? I'm just looking to do the headhunt, get as much Orundum as possible. Well, obviously you just buy the Orundum, the LMD, and then boom, you're done. You don't need anything else. Alright guys, so that's it for the main shop as well as the intelligence certificate shop for the new event, the rerun of Grani and the Knight's Treasure. There it is. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and as always, I'll catch you next time. Have a good one and take care.